Hey, so as someone who is majoring in marine biology and an annual scuba diver, I thought it was important to bring up the devastating effects that plastic and pollution have on the marine environment. In the last few decades, human activity has severely impacted marine life on the Earth's ocean. Ocean pollution, also known as marine pollution, is the spreading of harmful substances such as oil, plastic, industrial waste, chemical particles into the ocean, and I believe it's our job to take care of our home just as she is taking care of us. Nowadays, you can't go to the beach without seeing some sort of plastic or trash on it, and I mean, the ocean is Earth's driving force, and we kill it every day with plastic and pollution. I read an article by Lauren Grush in which she stated statistics from plastic dumped around the world, and 14 billion pounds of trash are dumped in the oceans yearly. That's 4 times around Earth. Of that, Americans generate 10.5 million of that plastic, and 1 to 2% of it is recycled. Only 1 or 2% of it is recycled. And on average, Americans use 2.5 million plastic water bottles every hour. See, some plastic and trash can be broken down, but it can't actually completely dissolve. Some marine life thinks that these objects are food and mistake it for prey and eat it, and a lot of those marine animals are suffering. It's also going to affect us in a way, and I'll talk about that in a little bit as well. And from my picture, you can see that a lot of items take quite a while to break down in the first place, so keep the environment clean, guys. By 2050, 99% of all seabirds will have eaten plastic, and there will be more plastic than fish in the oceans. And I wanted to show these gruesome pictures to show that, how surreal it actually is, and it's still ongoing, and it's not going to change if we don't do anything about it. So what can you do? The best way someone can protect our waterways is to just keep plastic away from waste systems in the first place. And the good news is there's small things you can do to impact in a really big way. I read an article by Sarah Engler in which she told me some ways that I can do that. One way is to recycle, and it may seem obvious, but we're not doing a great job of that. And because, for example, 14% of the stuff recycled doesn't go anywhere. Another way is take fabric bags and substitute them for plastic bags for when you go shopping, so you can save plastic bags and also save the environment. %80 of pollution to the marine environment comes from the land. One of the biggest sources of pollution is called non-point source pollution, which is which occurs because of the result of runoff. This includes small things like trucks, boats, and cars, and large things like farms and ranches, where eventually the chemicals and oils will make its way to the sea. The dumping of toxic liquids directly affects marine life as not only hazardous, but also, but secondly, it heats up the ocean, it heats up the temperature of the ocean, which if animals can't survive at high temperatures, then they'll eventually perish. And this ticks me off because I wanted to dive the Great Barrier Reef one day, and I may never get to because of just that. The sea temperature is rising, and the reef is killing itself and bleaching itself and dying. Toxic chemicals from industries include various poisonous chemicals, and the chemicals from pesticides accumulate in fatty tissue in marine animals, leading to failure of the reproductive system. These chemicals don't get dissolved, and they sink to the bottom of the ocean. And as I mentioned before, fish see these things as prey and will eat it. so small animals ingest chemicals, which then later are eaten by larger animals, and this affects the whole of the food chain. Because when I was reading an article by Rinkesh, I learned that animals from these food chains are eaten by humans, which affect their health because the toxins from the contaminated animals are digested into the tissue of people, leading to cancer, birth defects, and many health problems leading down the road. So basically, in the end, we're potentially just harming ourselves. So that's that. Because of our ocean currents, a majority of our trash ends up on beaches thousands of miles away from us. And the concept of out of sight, out of mind has generated our ignorance to the negative effects we have on our marine biosystem and the impact we have on the people who live there. So with the information I have given you, I hope you walk away with the insight of the effects of plastic and pollution on the ocean.